Spencer Jones hit 35 home runs across AA and AAA in 2025. He also struck out 179 times in 506 plate appearances, a 35% strikeout rate. Today, we're breaking down one of the most polarizing prospects in the Yankees organization. This isn't about whether he'll make it or whether the Yankees failed him. This is a complete analytical evaluation of his profile, his development trajectory, and what the data actually tells us about his MLB future. This is Big Apple Sports Talk, and this is an in-depth scouting report on Spencer Jones. In 2022, the Yankees selected Spencer Jones 25th overall out of Vanderbilt University. Let's start with what they actually drafted. At Vanderbilt in 2022, Jones hit .370 with a .460 on-base percentage and .644 slugging. Those are elite numbers. He hit 12 home runs with a 23.5 strikeout rate and an 11.7 walk rate. That strikeout rate matters. We'll come back to it. So what did the scouts see? They graded his hit tool at 40, which is below MLB average, but he was drafted at number 25 overall anyways, and he signed for a $2.88 million signing bonus. This was a power over hit bet from day one by the Yankees. From the scouting report at the time, quote, Jones has solid to plus speed once he gets going. The Yankees are working with him on adjustments that would keep his bat on a more level plane and in the zone longer. End quote. So the plan was clear. Fix the swing path, improve contact, and let the plus power play. Jones wasn't the only toolsy outfielder taken in the first round. Let's look at who went before and after. Drew Jones, Elijah Green, Jacob Berry, Gavin Cross, Chase DeLauter, Justin Crawford, and Drew Gilbert. This was a challenging draft class for outfielders. Many top picks haven't panned out. Jones isn't developing in isolation. The Yankees made a calculated bet. Elite raw power, concerning hit tool, and the hope that development could bridge the gap. 3 years later, has it worked? Let's trace Spencer Jones's development year by year, level by level. I'm going to show you every meaningful statistic and what it tells us. Since we already mentioned his college stats, let's start with his single-A debut. This was a promising start. In 22 games with 95 plate appearances, he slashed .325, .411, and .542. He had a K rate of 18.9 and a walk rate of 10.5, and also had 3 home runs and 83 at-bats. This was him at 21 years old. Pretty appropriate for this level. It looked great. His strikeout rate actually improved from college, and he was making contact, showing power, and walking at a solid rate. The development plan seemed to be working. Eventually, Jones was promoted to High A, and these are where the first warning signs appeared. In 100 games with 459 plate appearances, he slashed .268, .337, and .457. He had a K rate of 29% and a walk rate of 9.2%. Also had 13 home runs and 411 at-bats and 35 stolen bases. The strikeout rate jumped 10 percentage points from single-A. The power was underwhelming for his profile. 13 home runs and 411 at-bats for a player with plus raw power. This is where development should have intervened. A 10-point K rate spike is a red flag. AA is where prospects prove they can handle advanced pitching. Jones has spent parts of 3 seasons here. In 2023, 17 games, which is a small sample size, he slashed .261, .333, and .420, with a K rate of 28.2. In 2024, he played a full season, slashing .259, .339, and .431. His K rate was 36.8, his walk rate was 9.9, and he had 200 strikeouts and 544 plate appearances. He also had 17 home runs and 482 at-bats. This was his age 24 season, older than league average for AA. 200 strikeouts in AA at age 24. In 2025, he had 49 games at AA. He slashed .274, .378, and .543. His K rate slightly improved, going down to 33.7, and had a significant improvement in his walk rate, going up to 15.4. He also had 16 home runs and 175 at-bats. That's elite power output. But this is where it gets interesting. The walk rate jumped dramatically to 15.4, suggesting improved pitch recognition, and the power output was elite, 16 home runs in just 175 at-bats, but the K rate, while improved from 2024, was still 33.7. Really, really high. Spencer Jones is turning 26 in 2026. He just got put on the Yankees 40-man roster, and he has no MLB experience. Let's project his realistic outcomes based on the data. Best case scenario with about 20% probability, he becomes a platoon corner outfielder or DH with a slash line of 230, 320, and 460 with 25 home runs and a 30% strikeout rate. The comp here would be Chris Carter's better seasons. What needs to happen for this? His strikeout rate drops to 30% in the majors and the power translates consistently. This is the most realistic case, with about a 55% probability. He becomes a quadruple A player. Too good for AAA, not quite good enough for MLB. There are limited MLB opportunities here, and players like this don't stick as everyday players, with a slash line around 200, 280, and 400 in spot duty. Why? Because his strikeout rate climbs to 38 to 40% against major league pitching. If you want more deep dives like this, prospect breakdowns, payroll analysis, organizational reviews, hit subscribe. Thanks for watching.